Hey, Scrappy Peeps. It's Tracy Reed here today, and I am working on Christmas Eve. That's right, that means we are nearing the end of this series, and I hope you've been enjoying it. I know I enjoyed making these videos and finishing up this album. It feels like my collection is more complete. So these are photos of Christmas Eve, and my siblings and I got together on Christmas Eve at my house to do our Christmas celebrations. So I am scrapping that. It was basically the big celebration that we did. The next day we just had us and the boys at home and had a really quiet and chill day. So this was the big to-do. And of course the photos are just grainy and dark, but it is what it is, and it is more important that they were taken and that they are finished. So I am going to add a flip pocket to this spread because I had all of these group shots and only so much space to put it in. And I decided that for this tops 4x6, I'm going to actually do a journaling card and journal about our night. So I'm trying to decide which one would work best for that. But I decided in the end that I don't want to layer anything because I'm starting to run low on supplies. So I'm going to use this card. I'm going to trim it down to a 4x6, and I'm going to use it for the journaling. There we go. So you can see that I'm starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel with my embellishments for this collection, but I am bound and determined to use only this collection. It really can be done. So I'm just sort of going through and seeing what I have left, what I want to do, looking at all these sticker sheets. A lot of them are planner related, so I can't work any more of them into this spread because yeah, they're things like budget tracker and that sort of thing, which is not going to work. So I'm using all of the little bits and bobs instead. And I said I'm going to make that card, that blank card, a title card. But I'm trying to decide on what title I want. Working in as many of these stickers as I can. Not only do I want to use only this kit, I want to kill it as much as I can. Let nothing go to waste. I still have 1.5 million star sequins, it would seem, so I am going to use those on this kit, on this spread. Give myself a little halo of stars there. Trying to cover up some of the background of that photo. I don't think I can decide which photo I want to be on the top there, but I finally nailed it down and decided I want it to be this photo of all of us. Especially now that I've moved to Tennessee and I won't have my siblings for Christmas this year, it's especially poignant of a photo. So I wanted to make sure that that one was on top. Going through all of these cut up circles, seeing if there's anything in here that I can use. All of the die cuts. There's a lot of woodland pieces and foliage in the die cuts, which matches the papers that I pulled out, like those 2 blank cards, so that works. But it doesn't really match the theme of my photos very well. But I go with it anyway. It is what it is. So I'm looking for letters here, and I'm going to have to use both the red and the green letters from these collections to make Christmas Eve. And I don't have enough letters for Christmas, so I use Xmas, because Lord knows we always have a lot of X's left over. So I'm going to do Eve in the red and Xmas in the green. And seeing what else I can add to this card to sort of balance out that corner. Put a bird on it. That's the theme for this album is, why don't you put a bird on it? I don't know if you've ever seen that show, but it was pretty funny. I kept thinking that to myself while making this album. I decided that these photos are so busy, I'm just going to keep it sort of simple on the photos and work with them instead of against them. So I just add a little bit to them here and there. Gonna finish embellishing this card instead. There we go. That gives it a little bit more balance, I think. But I need to put something on that green circle. Here I'm gonna add some journaling labels. Talk about how we played games that night. I bought Cranium After Dark and Cards Against Humanity to play. We only ended up playing Cranium After Dark because the kids were up, and yeah, I didn't want to fight with Cards Against Humanity and my kids, so we only played one. There we go. Little little pine cone that says today is perfect for that green circle. Are you like me and you're like getting to the end of a project and you are just done? I'm like this with December Daily every year, and I guess even when I'm speed scrapping it and not doing it in the moment, I still get done right before it's over. Luckily I only have 2 more spreads after this one. But man, I was so done. So I'm going to add my journaling to this card now. I'm just going to fill it in between all of the foliage on the card. And I won't make you watch it. Ta-da-da-da. And I am almost done here. Got to finish embellishing these 2 photos. I'm going to write right on the photo here in this white space, which is not a technique that I use often because I don't often like it, and I didn't actually like it after I did it here, but I let it slide because, like I said, I am done with this album. Little December to that photo of my nephews and my kids, and I think that this is just about done. Gonna add my journaling to the labels and call it good. So if you enjoyed this layout, if you enjoyed this series, I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe, and you will get to catch my 2017 December Daily album next. Thank you.